To Narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. Well, I'm in London today, and I'm not sure what's happened with work, but they have basically set me up with 4 appointments, and each one of them is in a canal side location. So it's really nice. I've got so I'm currently in West London. This is Southall, where I currently am. I've had a meeting in Islington this morning, and in a minute I've got to go into West London to Westbourne Park. But yes. This part of the canal is a lot nicer than it used to be. Everyone kind of harps on about how horrible the London canal network is for litter and rubbish being thrown in, and you know it is pretty bad. And Southall used to be probably one of the worst offending areas for it. There's loads of industrial stuff here, and people just didn't really give a shit. They just chuck stuff in there. But it's okay, apart from all the green stuff floating on it. It's crystal clear, this area. There's not much litter in the water at all, which is surprising considered what it used to be. I bought a boat up here 5 years ago or something. We couldn't open one of the gates. We couldn't open the lock gates in that lock down there because of all the plastic bottles and oil drums and veg fat drums and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, happy to report that it's all nice and clear now. And this is an area that I'm contemplating staying. Not today, obviously, but Southall, they've done like a major regeneration around the area. I'm currently looking at a place called Southall Village by the canal, which is like a new massive housing estate, which looks really nice. And there's new marinas and stuff down towards Pump Lane and Pump Alley. So yeah, it's quite an interesting area, this. But the meeting I've got in Westbourne Park in a minute is not far from Grenfell, which was that tower that burnt down a couple of years back. So we'll go and have a look at that. It's quite a moving sight, to be honest. Well, I'm in Westbourne Grove in London at the moment. There's a couple of interesting boats along here. So there's a Springer, not dissimilar paint styles as well. Canvas scratch cover at the front, green, leaky chimney, snap, burgundy back, looks good. And there's another Springer here. He's also done a bit of detailing on the trim. Nice touch. Check out the stern. It's exactly the same as mine. Well, apart from that one's nice. Full height door. Stern floor a good 1.5 foot underneath the top of the gunnel. Trying to see what gear change this guy's got. And actually, if you look here at this cratch board at the front, those diamonds was a little bit like what I was talking about. Actually, that's cream, green and red. That is beautiful. What a gorgeous little boat. I've come to Chatham in Kent. I've got a meeting in the buildings behind me. Nice view. So it looks like all this top seam has been finished. We'll go and have a look underneath here. Move your hand, Matilda. Excuse me, love. Yeah, that's been put on. Let's see if I can see any seams. That seam's got some tape on it, so I'll find out from Richard what that's about. And this seam here, where's it gone? Oh, there's the seam. And this one also looks like it's got tape on it, but it's been welded, so I'll find out what that's about and I will report back to you. And the skeg's back on. Look at that. No, Matilda, move your hand. That's a nice one. Yeah, sorry it's a bit dark, everybody, but yeah, that's working fine. Let's see what the bearing's like. Oh yeah, the bearing's nice. It's got a bit of movement in there still. Excellent. Okay, right, so right, okay, I'll take up Ivy first. Okay, so Tills, you stay there. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? Okay. You okay, Tills?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm okay. That's all.
Cool. Right, Ivy. So what I want you to do is sit here. Okay? Don't touch anything while I'm back in here, alright? Good girl. Right, your turn. Excellent. Not a problem. Oh, well done, Ivy. The Winnebago really does have everything. John's making a hot chocolate. Fantastic. For the girls. And the huge screen. Thanks, Uncle Johnny. Okay, you two okay?
Yeah.
Have you got enough leg room?
Yeah.
Okay. Night night, you two. See you in the morning.
Night.
Night night.
Night. It wasn't sleeping in a boat.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is quite fun. And I'm going to be sleeping right here next to you, okay?
Okay.
All right then.
See you in the moment.
Yeah, I'll see you
There will
then.
be monsters in the moment.
Monsters?
Yeah, in the moment.
Yeah, well, you'll see John. That's true. Night night, you two. Put your heads down. Good girl. Night night.
Night.
Okay, let's see how these two are getting on. I feel a bit bad blinding them with the... Oh, that's come up all right. I think it does need to be wider. If you look at the other diamonds on that crutch board that I showed you in West London. Anyway, let's see how these two are. Oh, bless. That's working a treat. Well, the girls are asleep in the boat, so I'm going to mask off the tiller so I can do it in different colours. And I think what I'm going to do is red, green, cream, red, green, cream, all the way around, but maybe make it kind of bigger chunks of colour and then make it narrower as I get up here. And I think I might do a black strip in between each of them. So I've got that black hammerite. Okay, so I have done all the Manchester red. I've got it slightly wrong at the end, but I think what I'm going to do is have the whole of the end red anyway. That's the dominant colour I want on it. So I'm going to make up for my mistake. So now I'm going to go on with the Bethnal green. It's not that easy, to be honest. Well, certainly the way I've done it, in getting the masking tape to go around properly. Certainly on the bends, that's not so straightforward. So I'm just going to do it by kind of line of sight, really. So that's the plan. It's quite a nice evening out here. It's about 1 in the morning. Girls are fast asleep. Happy days. Well, the girls are sound asleep still. They've had a great night's sleep so far. Rain has halted play outside, so I've had to put the cover over everything. But I have a feeling these two are going to get me up bright and early tomorrow. So I better call it a night. But I've promised to make some bacon in the morning. I haven't got anything here. I think the cafe will call. This is so nice. The rain is beating down on the boat, and I've got these two. I can just hear their breathing. It's so nice. Much nicer than the dogs. This is really enjoyable. Although I have a worry that I've left the window of the car open. McDonald's pancake and syrup for breakfast. Doesn't get better. And over someone else's table. Brilliant. Well, given the fact that it rained on this thing, that's actually come out okay. from last night. Got a few, well, obviously that's only have one coat, so I've got to do quite a lot more. But got a bit of green to put on there now on the top. But I quite like the look of that. Quite narrowboaty. Okay, so I've spoken with John. Richard's got basically one more day to do on the boat. There is basically just some grinding out. He wants to do some tidying up of some bits. The reason why these seals are on there is just to prevent the joins from getting wet. Obviously we've had just loads of rain, so I think it's just to keep them dry. But yeah, obviously when the weather changes, I'm sure Richard will crack on. Last day, then we can clean it, paint it, and then think about the crane. Well, last night really couldn't have gone any better. It was the sea trials, basically. It was the first time people were on board for the night. And not just any people, but tricky ones, a 4 and a 2-year-old. So, but yeah, it was great. They loved it. They slept really well. I think it got up at 8:15 this morning, so it's like better than you do at home, which is brilliant. They were really comfy on there. The only thing is, it's obviously there's not that much room for that double quilt I've got for them, so I'm going to get them a smaller kind of duvet or whatever to go up there, so they got a bit more leg room. But other than that, they loved it. They slept really well. They enjoyed it. They're over in Johnny's Winnebago at the moment, just having just watching Hey Dougie, and yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the boat now. Sorry, go back to London now with them. So we're there for the weekend. Be back to the boat on Sunday, hopefully. But this has arrived, so I'll just see what's in here. It doesn't feel like there's much in here, weight-wise. Oh wow, it's a coal scuttle. Look at that. Matte black to match the stove and everything. That's lovely. Very nice. Let's check it out for the size. Yeah, fits in there perfectly. Happy days. Well, thank you very much. Right, back to London. Hope you guys are all very well. Take care. Bye bye.